There is a bleakness to Belgrade in the winter months, when snow instantly turns gray from the soot-filled air. So even on a clear day like that day in January 1961, everything seemed to have a dirty dampness to it. The school bus that took me to and from the International School of Belgrade was a two-tone pale blue and white VW microbus with gray vinyl benches. Along with its dirt and grime and black ice clinging to its undercarriage, it fit in well with the winter landscape. The best part of the bus was the turn indicators. Incredibly, whenever the driver flipped the turn signal next to the steering wheel, an 8-inch ruler-shaped stick would obediently snap to attention, flipping up and out from its hidden perch in the pillar just behind the front doors on whichever side the vehicle was to turn. I never tired of seeing that mechanical turn signal operate. As soon as Mrs. Brasic's class was over, I would race outside from the huge old stone mansion that served as the school for children of diplomats to find the bus in the driveway and secure my seat behind the driver to have the best view of the indicator. The driver, Rade, a small man who was usually, though not always, in a good mood, sometimes would let me inspect the flipper up close while he would operate it from inside. One time, the driver's side flipper wouldn't work, and Rade started to pull it with his hand. "My dad," I said, "always tells me never to force something. If it isn't working, there's a reason." Rade, who by this time was pounding the side of the vehicle, didn't seem to appreciate the advice coming from an 8-year-old. I don't know if Rade ever remembered my dad's advice, but it stuck with me for the rest of my life. Things work or don't work because of something else, so try to find out, if possible, what that something else is. The school bus drive to my home from the international school was 15 minutes at most. When we turned from Topshidarsko-Burdo Circle onto Toskoyevska Street, I gathered up my books and papers knowing I was only a minute away from home. Our house was located on a small cul-de-sac, Krarinska Street, opposite a wooded area. But that afternoon, as Rade turned to pull the microbus off the road and into the small woods on the left, I could see that everything was not quite right. As I got out and Rade began the careful exercise of backing the vehicle onto Tostolyevska, I saw immediately that the sidewalk and high fence surrounding my house were covered with graffiti that included, in English, "Yankee Go Home" and "La Mamba," and something that ended with CIA. I looked around, a little confused and concerned, as Rade drove the vehicle off, evidently not noticing what I had seen.